these three positions get the short screws. The other three, which line up with the cover, get the long screws. Short screw and long screw. Both have 8mm heads, 5mm threads. Just consider it to always leak. Now notice the little arrow that points forward on the bike. So when you go to put it back in, that goes forward. Also, the wiring harness goes to the outboard edge of the bike, not the inboard edge. So both of those are good clues for putting it back in right. These screws are QA'd as well as part of the fixture we had made so you could make this oval. So they take a big aluminum plate, bolt it down, run the router around. So the wire goes towards the outside of the bike. Right, so we tighten this one first. Now we're going to work our way across, which will force the tank down. Or I should say force the cover down onto the tank. So this fitting on the outside was actually kind of angled over. I can already tell this front screw is going to be a little bit of a problem. So I'm going to start with the rear 6, and then I'll force the last one in. This screw in the front has a little bit of an angle because the plastic pulls. It's part of the cooling process. So some of them are a little bit better than others at this. Just gotta kind of roll with it. That's why we've got a no BS warranty. If you have a problem and you end up screwing up the tank, just let us know. We'll fix it. No worries. Get you another tank, help you figure out if you want to try to tap the screw again, make it work better. But this will be a fairly difficult but common end result. I mean, it passes QA. But definitely, like this one over here was already a bit of a bastard. This one doesn't want to start. Alright, the whole thing needs to go forward. So you loosen all the other guys up some. Ultimately, the screws should all line up. When the tanks are manufactured, there's a flat plate with these 7 holes, and they bolt it down. And they do that to seal the tank to leak test it. So these have already been QA'd. So if it gets to us, then as you can tell, it is possible to get it bolted up. Inserted this screw and tightened it down almost fully, and then rotated the coil into place. Put in the spacer and then tighten the other screw. So now before lowering the tank down, pull this fuel hose around the filter and make sure that these go in behind this. So we routed the stepper motor hose out through this back behind here between the head and the frame, and then we can put the stepper filter in there just like that. And then it has a zip tie hole, so if you want you could zip tie it up to the frame. I usually leave things rubbery kind of alone. That's a personal preference. Fuel hoses back on. Remove the loose screws. Put the fuel pump cover back on. Oh, now we'll put in the mounting bolt.